Chilly, quiet to cold out there right now as we get into the forecast. More about that coming for you in just a moment.
A music legend is heading to La Crosse today for a concert. I'll have everything you need to know on that up next.
Right now, this morning, the partial government shutdown one step closer to ending. Details of the Senate's overnight agreement. And a kangaroo on the loose. We'll have the latest on the search. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Friday, March 27th, just about 6 a.m. Good morning. Happy Friday. We'll start by getting a check on our forecast for the day with meteorologist Art Jarrett. If you were expecting another spring day, you're wrong.
Yeah, pretty much on the wrong side there. We have not only clear and cloudy skies, we have snowfall that's on the way. You can see it kind of tracking in from the northwest there. We'll hold on eventually for the morning hours that coming in. But right now, though, we are cold. We have temperatures from at least 18 to about, say, 29 degrees out there and holding on to, that's all the way down to Prairie du Chien, by the way, our warmest temperature right now. But it also is about 10 to 12 degrees colder on your skin than the temperature is showing. We'll also see as we get into it today, for right now, we're looking at 18 to at least 29 degrees out there currently. 25 for La Crosse, 20 in Eau Claire, and over in Black River Falls, 15 degrees. My goodness, yikes. We'll hold on to areas right by Eau Claire. Once you get into it here, you have some snowfall coming in by the mid-morning hours, carrying through the late morning hours and into your noon time. Then eventually we'll take a break, and we may even see some of that get up by Rusk County as well. We'll hold on to La Crosse, not so much for the snow for you, but we may get a flurry or two that may sweep by as we go deeper into the early afternoon. So keep that in mind for you. Temperatures in the 20s right now as we go right through most of the morning to the 30s on the way. You have that rainfall, I should say the snowfall I told you about right now with some clearing skies becoming mostly cloudy to finish out the day. Then eventually we get into this. Highs for the day, 31 to at least 44 degrees out there, 42 for La Crosse, 37 for Eau Claire. And when I come back, I'll have a better overview of how it all shapes up. Just a reminder, the winds are going to be breezy up to 30 miles per hour today.
All right, don't forget your jacket. Thank you for that, Art. And music legend Bob Dylan is heading to La Crosse tonight for a concert. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is in the newsroom with those details for us. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra, and he is performing at the La Crosse Center tonight as part of his Rough and Rowdy Ways tour. The singer will be taking the stage at the La Crosse Center at 8 p.m. and will sing iconic songs like False Prophets, I Contain Multitudes, and Black Rider. Some tickets are still available, and those are on Ticketmaster right now, starting at $58. Reporting live in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. Turning now to some breaking news on the TSA funding battle this morning. The Senate approved a measure to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security, giving in to the Democrats' key demand to keep ICE separate. Taking a live look at the Capitol building now. The measure moves the nation one step closer to ending the partial government shutdown and getting TSA workers paid, as Jared Hill reports.
Soon possible relief to frustration at the nation's airports.
Really upset with Congress for not doing their job to fund DHS so we can get rid of this mess.
Early Friday, the Senate passed a bill to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security, leaving ICE for later.
Democrats held firm in our opposition that Donald Trump's rogue and deadly militia should not get more funding without serious reforms, and we will continue to fight.
Democrats got their issue, I guess. And in the process, they are irreparably damaging the appropriations process.
It comes hours after President Trump said he was directing his new Secretary of Homeland Security, Markwayne Mullin, to pay the thousands of TSA workers who've gone over a month without a check. They're set to miss another today.
They need to end the shutdown immediately, or we'll have to take some very drastic measures.
Democratic leaders questioned what took the president so long to step in.
He's always had this ability, but clearly he wanted to hold TSA agents and the American people hostage.
The Senate bill now moves to the House. Jared Hill, CBS News.
And the Senate is now on a 2-week recess after approving the DHS funding measure. President Trump now says he will delay a threatened strike on Iran's energy infrastructure and extend his deadline for Tehran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz to April 6th. The president said talks to end the war are going very well, but the Iranians insist they're not involved in any negotiations. 1,000 U.S. troops are set to deploy to the region.
They are begging to work out a deal. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. I don't know if we're willing to do that.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in France today, meeting with his G7 counterparts. President Trump has repeatedly slammed NATO allies over their reluctance to get involved in the conflict. And the president's signature is coming to your dollar bills. The Treasury Department announcing plans to add Trump's signature to new U.S. paper currency later this year, marking the 250th anniversary of American independence. No sitting president has ever had their signature on U.S. currency. In Manhattan, a court appearance for ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, a federal judge refusing to dismiss the charges against the pair. Maduro's attorney arguing the U.S. is violating his rights by not allowing him to use Venezuelan government funds for his legal defense.
80% of my people in my country is expecting and waiting for the United States do what they have to do to sentence this guy to the maximum they can do.
We are standing in solidarity with the Venezuelan people who on the ground are defending their democratically elected president.
Maduro is facing drug trafficking and narco-terrorism charges. Legal action against ICE is starting to heat up in Minneapolis. Lawyers representing people who claim they suffered abuse from ICE agents announced 10 complaints are now submitted in federal court, with dozens more likely on the way. Some legal experts say the litigation could take years to settle. And the Coulee region is joining a nationwide protest tomorrow. Winona, La Crosse, and Sparta all among those organizing for the third round of No Kings demonstrations across the country. Last October, Winona alone saw 1,400 protesters fill the streets. And community members in need of clothing got some help yesterday. Western Technical hosting its annual free clothing distribution event with items available for all ages and genders.
We're doing this because we know that community members can benefit from free clothing and resources, and we just want to be able to provide that for them.
The event was free for everyone in the community. Central High celebrating its 4th annual All Abilities Day. That event bringing together students of all kinds for hands-on fun, from obstacle courses and rock climbing. The goal, building friendships and confidence through shared adventure.
We're doing a lot of team building and adventure type activities. So some of the things that they have to do are make it through an obstacle course safely, challenge by choice, pushing themselves to try different things, do new things.
High school students designed and led the activities, guiding preschoolers from Spence Elementary. A kangaroo is on the loose in Juneau County after escaping from a farm Wednesday morning. Chesney bolted from his enclosure around 11:15 a.m. when dogs started barking nearby. The marsupial scaled his fence and hopped down 22nd Street. The owner says he's been spotted several times, but he's too fast to catch.
20 miles an hour for them is nothing, and on foot with all the woods that are around here, it was virtually impossible.
You see they're using some drones to try to help find him, and they will resume their search this morning. He was last seen near the river by 23rd and 9th Street. Brewers season is back, and they came back hot last night, winning their home opener in Milwaukee against the Chicago White Sox. News 8 Sports Director Jacob Lenzendorf will have a full recap of the game coming up later in our Morning Sports Blitz. And happening this weekend in La Crosse, Pool No Water takes the stage at the Pump House. Gray Area Theater's production explores friendship, jealousy, and ambition. And tomorrow in Eau Claire, the MS Neuro Walk runs 11 to 2. Registration is $20 with free t-shirts available. Saturday in Winona, say goodbye to Elmer's Toy and Antique Museum. After 33 years, it's closing for good. You can stop in for one last look from 9 to 3. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news, crypto-backed mortgages could be going mainstream. We'll have those details. And Netflix is raising prices once again. We'll tell you how much more you'll pay starting next week. The war with Iran now hitting your wallet in ways you may not expect. Those details coming up.
These are Hardee's Frisco breakfast sandwiches starting at just $3.99. This is our bacon, sausage, 100% Angus, and sourdough. The McNuthin speaks for itself. The Frisco breakfast starting at just $3.99, only at Hardee's.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month, just announced. Get $8,360 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Big refund, big project, big savings at Menards. Turn your tax refund into your next big project. Plus, get an 11% rebate. Mastercraft Doors offer security and beauty for your home. Shop our in-stock selection or design your own. This ready-to-paint steel door is a value of $299.99 after rebate. Larson Storm Doors are built to let in fresh air and natural light. Perfect for any entrance. This retractable screen storm door is a value of $299.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative belongs to you. We're owned by the members we serve. Together, we're part of something greater, a dedication to empowering our community and the people who call this place home. Because this power belongs to you. That's the cooperative advantage. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Password 1234.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is the job for Sponsored Jobs.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Hardee's Barbecue Pulled Pork Frisco Burger is back and just $5.99 in the app. Got that appetite appeal? Absolutely. Okay, that's it. But still, Hardee's Pulled Pork Frisco Burger, just $5.99 in the app.
In your morning consumer news, Netflix is raising prices once again. All 3 plans will go up next week for new members. The ad-supported plan hitting $8.99 a month, standard jumping to $19.99, and premium climbing to $26.99. Existing members will be notified in the weeks ahead. Your grocery bill could be heading higher. It starts on the farm. A global fertilizer shortage is hitting just as planting season begins, driven by the war in the Middle East and rising natural gas prices. Experts say higher fuel costs ripple through every step, processing, transport, and delivery before food ever hits your cart. Toyota is recalling more than 140,000 Lexus SUVs. The rearview camera may fail. The affected models are certain Lexus NX and RX and TX models from 2022 through 2026. Dealers will fix or replace the camera for free. Crypto-backed mortgages could be going mainstream. Coinbase says Fannie Mae will accept those soon. They allow borrowers to pledge cryptocurrency for home loans instead of selling it and using the cash. Coinbase says it's partnering with Better Home and Finance on the new product. Affordability is top of mind for everyone right now, whether you're looking to buy a home or just fill up your gas tank. The war in Iran is fueling higher oil prices, a jump in mortgage rates, and causing markets to slide. Sherelle Hubbard has the latest on the economic outlook.
Nearly 1 month into the war with Iran, the conflict has rattled global markets. The Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ closed lower Thursday, suffering their biggest drop since the start of the war, and each set for their worst month in a year. Investors are worried about how long the war will go on.
We're still early into this, but I think people are beginning to realize that this is a conflict that could last for some time.
Oil prices up sharply Thursday as well. Brent crude topped $100 a barrel again, even as President Trump says oil prices are lower than he expected.
Frankly, I thought the oil prices would go up more, and I thought the stock market would go down more. Hasn't been nearly as severe as I thought. I think they have confidence in maybe the American president.
The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD, is predicting sharply higher inflation, rising to 4.2% this year, much higher than the Federal Reserve projection. Also tied to uncertainty sparked by the war and ongoing impact from U.S. tariffs.
This is not an easy fix scenario. We are in too deep. It has gone so far that the president is not in a position to just turn the ship around.
The war also driving mortgage prices higher for the fourth straight week. The 30-year fixed rate now up to 6.38%, the highest it's been in more than 6 months. I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it back over to Art now for a forecast update.
And away we go, looking at clear conditions to at least partly cloudy skies into the area right now, holding on to temperatures from 15 to about, say, 29 degrees currently. That feels at least 10 to 12 degrees colder on your skin. So you need to bundle up the kiddos as you're heading out to school today for them, and then heading out to work as well. Light winds right now, but those winds will pick up as we go through the morning hours and into the afternoon, with wind gusts up to 22 miles per hour turning to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. We have some snowfall coming in as we go through the mid-morning hours. We're going to see that up by Ladysmith as well as Eau Claire, possibly getting down to areas by Trempealeau, and then holding on to areas right into Winona as well, maybe even Red Wing with that snowfall and then eventually kicking out. I'll have a better looking graphic of this later on, but we have a view of this with snowfall coming back again on the way. You can see it's getting a little bit closer towards Eau Claire, a little bit wider here as well. You get into snowfall coming out of Minnesota as well as in portions of the northern portions of the Dakotas. And then you can see here closely, there's some the Twin Cities, there's a little bit of snowfall edging closer to the river. So as we get into how this all shapes up, you're going to see this kind of moving in. You'll see that brush Eau Claire as we go through the mid-morning hours, kind of sweep across La Crosse as we go into 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hour as well. That's even showing farther down south now, going towards areas by Viroqua and possibly getting through to Decorah as well, and then sweeping across, getting closer towards Prairie du Chien, and up and out it goes, all the way back up to the north as you go right into Medford and up and out of the region it is. We'll see warmer conditions trying to get started again, but mostly into the west. We have a big dry slot of air coming in, so that means Canada is driving in some colder air from the north. We'll eventually get some southerly winds eventually to warm us back up as we go through the weekend. And so as that happens, you're looking at temperatures dropping down today, then they'll pick back up as we get to Saturday for La Crosse, and they'll continue to rise all the way into Tuesday. We'll see those 70s popping in the picture, with of course some rain moving in there as well. We get into Eau Claire, you've got the cooler conditions going all the way through Saturday, and then by Sunday you start to bump up those numbers again, getting you back up to near 70 degrees as well, possibly in the forecast, and that continues on with rainfall on the way for most of next week. Now the thing is, we get into the lows for tonight. We get into temperatures dropping back down to the teens. You see 13 degrees all the way down to at least 20 degrees for La Crosse, one of the warmer spots in the morning, believe it or not. Then we'll go into the highs for Saturday. We'll look at, again, temperatures from at least 40 to about, say, 50 degrees, possibly 51 for La Crosse, 49 as you get into Eau Claire. And of course, we're going to see some breezy conditions through the weekend as well. Wind gusts will get up to possibly about 30 miles per hour, again, holding on to that, and down to about 25 for possibly to finish out on Sunday. You'll also get into Sunday holding on to this. We'll have a 20% chance of snowfall for today, and then you see a higher chance of that up by Eau Claire and Ladysmith. But once you get into Saturday and the weekend, you're looking at drier conditions, temperatures from the 50s and the 60s, upper 60s by Monday. Now we're dry on Monday, but Monday night we have rainfall kicking in. That carries over into Tuesday morning. We're seeing a little bit more widespread rain, a 40% chance of that happening. Then as we go into Tuesday into Wednesday, you're going to see a little bit of light rainfall in the morning, and then eventually some of that's going to track out of the region, go eastward, and eventually we'll see more of that rainfall coming back again for Wednesday into Thursday, when it turns into a mix of rain and snow. That continues on, and that may come back again for Friday night into Saturday, and that will continue on possibly into Sunday morning. That's a look at your forecast. Please have a great day.
Thank you, Art. As you start to wake up this morning, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with St. Paul, Minnesota. Bruce Springsteen set to be at the Minnesota Capitol there this weekend, performing at the No Kings rally tomorrow. And coming up in sports, the Brewers off to a strong start this season. Jacob Ledsendorf has your full recap in the morning sports blitz just ahead.
La Crosse will host a music legend today. I'll have all the details on their concert coming up.
When you're trying to remodel your bathroom and find that perfect look, seeing is believing. And when one of our comfort advisors visits your home to talk about bringing your vision to life, they'll come with all our products in our new showroom trailer, discovering all the possibilities from the comfort of your home.
Wow. Yeah, can you believe what's happening at VisionWorks? It's buy one, get one free.
Even more wow.
Wow is right. Make your tax refund go further. VisionWorks. See the difference.
You came prepared to take on the pressure.
We came prepared to give you none of that, just more out of buying a car. At Maury's West Salem Kia, you get our best price up front. No scripts, no side eyes, no 4-hour negotiations. Maury's sales team doesn't work on commission, so you get more help, less hassle. Need service? With Maury's, you get honest work done right. We even do more for our community. Get more with Maury's West Salem Kia. Visit MaurysWestSalemKia.com.
Save big at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Chicken breasts are just $2.99 a pound. Pork chops, just 88 cents. Avocados, 49 cents each. Hy-Vee cottage cheese, $2.48. Hy-Vee macaroni and cheese, just 49 cents. Save on Ragu pasta sauce and more this Friday through Sunday. And every day, you'll find the same low prices online as in store. Only at Hy-Vee.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman. Hello? Okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes. Like my mom and you, Chica. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
I just got my permit! When you have a drain backup, you need help fast. From slow drains to clogged mains, we solve it all. Maxwell White has been solving sewer, septic, and drain issues in the La Crosse Coulee region for more than 30 years. Fast, reliable, and professional. Call or book online today.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle. News 8 Now Sports.
It's a sign of warmer temperatures and longer days. That is baseball season. Brewers beginning at home in front of the home fans for the first time since 2021 today against the White Sox. And look who showed up to celebrate this special day. Packers gunslinger Jordan Love throwing out a ceremonial first pitch. Looks like a strike to me. And 2-time Olympic gold medalist Jordan Stolz also showing off the arm in front of the home fans. Then it was time to kick off the 2026 season. The visiting White Sox got things started with a bang in the second inning. Milwaukee bats would answer. The man who had the most plate appearances with the bases loaded last year gets another to start things off, and he bloops a single to tie things up at 1. Later in the frame, with the bases loaded and 2 outs, William Contreras delivers with a rope down the third base line that can't be corralled, and that will clear the bases. A 3 RBI double for the Brewers catcher to take a 4-1 lead. After a bit of a shaky start, the flamethrower Jacob Mizorowski would dial things in. His final line, 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 11 strikeouts, good enough for a Brewers record on opening day. Another Joey Ortiz single would add to the Milwaukee lead, and in the 5th, check this out from Sal Frelick. He gets all of that baseball, an absolute no-doubter out to right, and see you later. Brew Crew take a commanding 8-1 lead, and they'd go on to win this one by a final of 14-2.
It's my job to get 5 innings and work for the team and help them be successful in the game. And, you also have Bill back there that's a huge help as well. I mean, it just feels like you're floating almost. I mean, you don't really feel anything. You kind of just are going through the motions and, it's working out.
We know what Miz can do. Everyone knows what Miz can do. And, after that first AB, kind of giving up that home run and then coming back and, still attacking the zone and doing what he can. It was impressive to watch.
I think he did some really good things and he matured, which we're hoping for. And, I think that's the things to get excited about, what it means for the future.
When I found out we were opening here, I always thought it made sense because we have a roof too. So, but no, it was awesome. Getting it out of the way in the first game, getting to play in front of the fans, and just a unique experience.
I mean, it was impressive. These fans are fabulous. They've taken this team and they've recognized who those guys are in the room. And that's been a fun thing to see the fans recognize our brand of baseball that they created and how they play it. It's good. And we're playing without one of the best offensive players that we have. So
Yeah, I mean, South says it best. You know, we got the best fans in the world, so being able to open up here at home, it's great. And then, you know, it puts us on a good little setting of the tone for the rest of the season.
So fresh off a record-breaking 2025 season, the Brewers begin in the win column in 2026 with a dominating victory over the White Sox. From Milwaukee, Jacob Lensdorf, News 8 Now This Morning.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment?
Then you know there can be unpredictability.
Workarounds. And avoiding.
It was time to make a change.
I changed. I changed too.
A doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
I got rapid symptom relief at 2 weeks. Check. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
For over 100 years, Drury's Furniture in Fountain, Minnesota has been turning houses into homes. Shop now during our anniversary sale and save big with store-wide savings. Take advantage of in-stock specials or let our design team assist with a special order. It's all included. Plus, there's even special financing. Family owned for 4 generations, community loved, and crafted with care. Because your home deserves the best. Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Shop now during our anniversary sale. Family owned for over 100 years.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Whether you are looking for a lake home, a second home, or your first home, let Town & Country Housing introduce you to quality living in our factory-built homes. Town & Country Housing has homes that will meet your style and budget. Tour our model homes and see how spacious and grand living can be. Our homes are built with energy efficiency in mind. You pick your dream home and we take care of the rest. Your dream home is waiting. Start living your best life. Join us this weekend for our open house. Town & Country Housing, Chippewa Falls.
What if we had a better treatment for cancer? What if it could find and destroy your cancer cells, but avoid your healthy ones? And what if it allowed us to watch your cancer shrink more easily and accurately than ever before? Meaning personalized treatments, fewer side effects, and more living. It's called Theranostics, and we're leading the charge, turning what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
Chilly to fairly cold out there right now. Temperatures from 15 to about, say, 29 degrees. More about that for you in just a moment.
A music legend is heading to La Crosse today for a concert. I'll have everything you need to know on that coming up.
And right now this morning, the partial government shutdown getting closer to ending. We'll have the details from the Senate's overnight agreement. And a kangaroo is on the loose. We'll tell you about the latest on the investigation to find him. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Friday, March 27th. It is 6:27. Good morning to you all. You might want to take a quick swig of coffee before we send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. You're going to need it for what he's got in store for us.
I want to get mine right now. I'll be
Yeah.
right back. Hey, holding on to how this all shapes up. Snowfall kicking back into the forecast right now. Holding on to a little bit of partly cloudy skies out there by the river, as you can see right now. Getting into Eau Claire, you're looking at light winds currently. Also some fairly light winds as well, getting into areas right by Winona. We'll get into how this all shapes up. Right now, there's a wind chill, though, that feels about 10 to 12 degrees colder on your skin. Just to let you know, the winds are light currently, and they will pick up as we go into the afternoon, by the way, up to about 30 miles per hour gusting. Right now, current temperatures 14 now to about 27 degrees out there. La Crosse is 25 degrees, 20 in Eau Claire, and right down to Prairie du Chien, about 27 degrees. You get right into it, how this all shapes up. Snowfall comes in through mid-morning. You're seeing that also kick in as you go right into the late morning as well, into your early afternoon. Temperatures will still be in the low 20s to finish out, going into at least 30 degrees by the 10 o'clock hour. So we'll also find La Crosse holding on to some clearing skies, giving way to at least partly cloudy skies to finish out the morning, getting into mostly cloudy skies all the way deeper into the late morning, into the early afternoon, where you're seeing drier conditions. We may get brushed by a flurry or two, but it won't be measurable. You'll see snowfalls trying to get into Rice Lake right now, just a few light bands trying to get into there as well. Get a little closer to you. You can see it by Rice Lake, and then getting to Hayward also towards Rice Lake, and then down towards Eau Claire. You'll get into the highs today. We're looking at temperatures from 31 to about 44 degrees, 42 for La Crosse today, 37 in Eau Claire. And as I told you before, the winds will be pretty breezy getting into the afternoon. 22 mile per hour wind gusts, getting up to 30 mile per hour wind gusts to get into the 2 o'clock hour, all the way into 5 o'clock as well. Be safe out there and have a great day.
Thank you for that, Art. And music legend Bob Dylan is heading to La Crosse tonight for a concert. News 8 Now's Seth Padilla is in the newsroom with those details for us. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. And he's performing at the La Crosse Center tonight as part of his Rough and Rowdy Ways tour. The singer will be taking the stage there at 8 p.m. and will sing iconic songs like False Prophets, I Contain Multitudes, and Black Rider. Some tickets are still available, and those can be found on Ticketmaster right now, starting at $58. Reporting live in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. And some breaking news on the TSA funding battle. This morning, the Senate approving a measure to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security, giving in to the Democrats' key demand to keep ICE separate. The measure moves the nation a step closer to ending the partial government shutdown and getting TSA workers paid, as Jared Hill reports.
Soon possible relief to frustration at the nation's airports.
Really upset with Congress for not doing their job to fund DHS so we can get rid of this mess.
Early Friday, the Senate passed a bill to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security, leaving ICE for later.
Democrats held firm in our opposition that Donald Trump's rogue and deadly militia should not get more funding without serious reforms, and we will continue to fight.
Democrats got their issue, I guess. And in the process, they are irreparably damaging the appropriations process.
It comes hours after President Trump said he was directing his new Secretary of Homeland Security, Markwayne Mullin, to pay the thousands of TSA workers who've gone over a month without a check. They're set to miss another today.
They need to end the shutdown immediately, or we'll have to take some very drastic measures.
Democratic leaders questioned what took the president so long to step in.
He's always had this ability, but clearly he wanted to hold TSA agents and the American people hostage.
The Senate bill now moves to the House. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The Senate adjourned for its 2-week recess overnight after approving that DHS funding measure. And President Trump now says he'll delay a threatened strike on Iran's energy infrastructure and extend his deadline for Tehran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz to April 6th. The president said talks to end the war are going very well, but the Iranians insist they're not involved in any negotiations. 1,000 U.S. troops are set to deploy to the region.
They are begging to work out a deal. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. I don't know if we're willing to do that.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in France today, meeting with his G7 counterparts. The president has repeatedly slammed NATO allies over their reluctance to get involved in the conflict. Middle age will soon no longer be a barrier to enlisting in the Army. On April 20th, the maximum age for new recruits will go up from 35 to 42. The change brings the Army in line with the Air Force and Space Force. The Navy and Coast Guard have a slightly lower maximum age of 41. The Marines is the most restrictive with a cutoff of 28. President Trump's signature is coming to your dollar bills. The Treasury Department announcing plans to add the president's signature to new U.S. paper currency later this year, marking the 250th anniversary of American independence. No sitting president has ever had their signature on U.S. currency. In Manhattan, a court appearance for ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, a federal judge refusing to dismiss the charges against them. Maduro's lawyer arguing the U.S. is violating his rights by not allowing him to use Venezuelan government funds for his legal defense.
80% of my people in my country is expecting and waiting for the United States do what they have to do to sentence this guy to the maximum they can do.
We are standing in solidarity with the Venezuelan people who on the ground are defending their democratically elected president.
Maduro is facing drug trafficking and narco-terrorism charges. Legal action against ICE is starting to heat up in Minneapolis. Lawyers representing people who claim they suffered abuse from ICE agents announced 10 complaints are now submitted in federal court, with more expected. The litigation could take years to settle. The Coulee region will join a nationwide protest tomorrow. Winona, La Crosse, and Sparta all among those organizing for the third round of No Kings demonstrations. Last October, Winona alone saw about 1,400 protesters fill the streets. Community members in need got some help with clothing this week. Western Technical College hosting its annual free clothing distribution event yesterday with donated items for people of all genders and ages.
We're doing this because we know that community members can benefit from free clothing and resources, and we just want to be able to provide that for them.
The event was free for everyone in the community. Central High is celebrating its 4th annual All Abilities Day. That event bringing together students of all abilities for hands-on fun, from obstacle courses to rock climbing. The goal is building friendships and confidence through shared adventure.
We're doing a lot of team building and adventure type activities. So some of the things that they have to do are make it through an obstacle course safely, challenge by choice, pushing themselves to try different things, do new things.
High school students designed and led the activities. A kangaroo is on the loose in Juneau County after escaping from a farm Wednesday. Chesney, the kangaroo, bolted from his enclosure when dogs started barking nearby. The marsupial scaled his fence and hopped down 22nd Street. The owner says he's been spotted several times, but he's too fast to catch.
20 miles an hour for them is nothing, and on foot with all the woods that are around here, it was virtually impossible.
Chesney was last spotted near the river by 23rd and 9th Street. Search efforts have been put on hold until this morning. And Brewers season is back. They came back hot, winning their home opener last night in Milwaukee against the Chicago White Sox. The Sox took an early lead, scoring first, but the Brew Crew came back, winning the game 14-2. This weekend in La Crosse, Pool No Water takes the stage at the Pump House. Gray Area Theater's production explores friendship, jealousy, and ambition. And tomorrow in Eau Claire, the MS Neuro Walk goes from 11 to 2. Registration is $20. Also tomorrow in Winona, say goodbye to Elmer's Toy and Antique Museum. After 33 years, it's closing for good. You can stop in for one last look. In your medical news, long lines and a deadly crash at LaGuardia. It's enough to make anyone nervous about flying. CBS's Shauna Mizell spoke with travelers about their fears and what experts say about managing them.
It's hurry up and wait at Houston's Intercontinental Airport.
Come on, get those steps in, people!
Where passengers slowly move through an hours-long security line.
Very frustrating.
Carla Popoka thought traveling with a baby might get her past the lines, but that didn't happen. And now she's hoping it moves quickly.
Just anxiety of not making it to our, gate because we were told it was going to be like a 4-hour wait.
Up to 40% of travelers experience some level of flying-related anxiety, and as many as 25 million Americans have a fear of flying.
Things that you can control, for sure, is what I would put my focus on.
Dr. Lee Spiker is an aerospace medicine specialist. She recommends putting together a pre-flight plan down to what you wear.
Comfortable shoes, comfortable loose-fitting clothing, eating at normal times, good hydration. Having your medications with you, it's always a great idea to have your medications in your carry-on.
Many passengers tell us they came prepared with music, books, and comfy shoes, and expected the long lines to be as bad as advertised.
How are you passing the time?
speaking to strangers, listening to different languages, finding out that we're all the same, only different.
Clay Grider's plan is a good one, according to Dr. Spiker.
Lean on each other, get through it together. Whenever you do things as a team, you often feel that success when you get to that flight.
Turning a difficult travel day into a journey to remember. Shauna Mizell, CBS News, Houston.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Carson is 8. He loves all of Wisconsin sports teams and likes playing them too.
All right, and he's doing some boogie boarding too. Happy birthday to you, Carson. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. So upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Coming up on News 8 Now this morning, the local coffee shop making a big expansion on Foodie Friday.
Shop spectacular savings during the 4-day sale at Home Furniture. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices on your favorite furniture and mattresses. Plus, get 3-year special financing. Hurry, the Home Furniture 4-day sale ends Monday.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Think spring and save big at Menards. All prices are value after rebate. Choose from assorted harvest herb plants, just $2.99. Automotive brake cleaner is only $2.49. Pick up a 40-pound box of cat litter for just $8.89. Stay organized with a 5-tier shelving unit, only $29.98. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. Take the road trip you've been dreaming of with an efficient new Honda. Turn heads with unmistakable style and sport-tuned suspension. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $279 per month lease or 2.99% APR on a 2026 HR-V all-wheel drive LX.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
We're cranking up the voltage, Wisconsin. Lottery retailers all around the state are lighting up with the latest limited time offer. It's Easy Match Mania. During the month of February, you have a 1 in 7 chance of winning a bonus $1 Megabucks ticket when you buy a $2 Megabucks with Easy Match ticket. This electric offer is only available for a limited time and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
Don't miss the 4-day mattress sale now at Home Sleep Express. Get an extra 10% off sale prices on Prana Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep. Like this Aurora Queen mattress for just $8.99. The 4-day mattress sale ends Monday at Home Sleep Express.
Alrighty, the sun is up. Folks are doing their thing out there and about, so please be careful out there right now. There's a bit of a wind chill. Temperatures in the 20s right now to the teens as well, holding on to a bit of a wind chill that is out there currently. You even see out there by the river. You can see out there in the distance by La Crosse. There is a little patchy fog there on the river, so please be careful about that as well. You also see the snowfall trying to sneak in here. You're seeing that. It's just a little bit of it's an inch or less in the forecast. Let's just say that. It's pretty much up along I-94. I'm going to get you a little bit closer here. So folks down in Prairie du Chien, I'm going to kind of scoot this away away from me, so I apologize about that. But you can see the snowfall sneaking in. You're getting right back into Rice Lake as well as Ladysmith. It's trying to start to sneak in there right now. Give it another 20 minutes or so. You'll see more of that snowfall starting to move in there, as well as trying to get closer towards Eau Claire. As we get into the morning hours, all the way from 8 o'clock all into 9 o'clock hour into 10 o'clock, you're seeing snowfall pop in. Ladysmith all the way down to Red Wing. You get into Eau Claire as well, and that possibly kind of brushing Menominee and then going towards Neilsville, down towards Black River Falls, and then Sparta, trying to get into that too. You see that kind of sweep across near La Crosse and then go back up to the north again, back to Neilsville, and then carry back out of the region, and we're done. So as that happens, we'll get into it here as we go into, once again, I'm going to show you the snowfall here, just about say, it's about maybe a half an inch or less. It's not a lot. It's nothing to write home about, but it's still going to happen. You're also going to find yourself again getting into next week with rainfall kicking in for Monday evening. You can see that up along the northern tier of the region up by Rusk County. It continues to come back again. You'll see that over there with more of that coming back closer towards Prairie du Chien down to the south. As that happens, we click right back into the 6 o'clock hour for Tuesday morning. Rainfall is widespread along the river. You can see that going all the way to La Crosse as well, and then right back up to areas by, getting up to closer to Red Wing as well, and then getting closer to areas by Eau Claire as well. You can see that kind of sneaking in, and it backs back down to the south there, getting closer to our area here. Holman is in that West Salem. You're also going to see that continue on up to Galesville and then get out of the way. We'll see that come back again for Tuesday at the 1 o'clock hour. And you're seeing it's lighter now up to the north along Rusk County, getting to Eau Claire, Chippewa Valley, all the way down through areas right by Red Wing, and then holding on to the possibility of that near Winona. You're going to see a closer view here as we get to more of that rainfall starting to move away. And the lighter shade of color it is, the lighter the rainfall is. And that continues to back away as we go to the 6 o'clock. Now that's what happens. We get into Wednesday, and now you're seeing in the morning, overnight hours, dry conditions. That carries over all the way through Wednesday at 9 a.m. Not much happening as you go right into the all the way into Thursday. By the time we get into Thursday evening, we're seeing more of that rainfall possibly trying to get back again. Most of that is down to the south. So for now, that's what's happening. Get into Friday, again, we're holding on to all this heat trying to get closer to us, but you see this drier slot here, that's allowing colder air to sneak in, and it's allowing that cold air to knock our temperatures down, which we've been seeing. You see that today, we drop it down, we bring them back up closer by Saturday for La Crosse, and all the way through the weekend and into the beginning of next week. You get in Eau Claire, we're going to stay down cold to chilly as well, and then we pick it back up as we get into the Sunday, temperature ranging up to about the plus 14, getting up to near 70 degrees possibly as we go closer to your Sunday and Monday. You're going to hold on to the possibility of this though. Temperatures in the morning in the teens, then we'll give way to at least 40s today, I should say Saturday, but 50s also in the forecast as well for La Crosse, 51 degrees. And then as we go right into Sunday, you're looking at temperatures to get to the middle 60s, then possibly up to near 70 degrees by Monday. Dry conditions through the day. Nighttime rainfall kicks in. We'll still hold on to 71 degrees for Tuesday in the afternoon. 40% chance of rainfall popping in. That carries over to Wednesday, possibly all the way into Thursday with a mix of rain and snow in your forecast. Have a great day.
The Groovy Coffee Company is expanding with new locations in Onalaska and La Crescent joining the lineup. And here to tell us more is owner Carly Green Easterday. Good morning, Carly. Great to see you.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to see you. So tell us a little bit about Groovy Sips. And it's not only Groovy Sips, it's a Groovy family. What should we know?
Yeah, so we started 3 years ago in Galesville at the Groovy Grind. And after having such success in Galesville, we decided to expand to Onalaska. I don't know if you guys know much about Galesville, but it's a pretty tiny town. Yeah. And when we had so many regular customers, and we just decided that moving into more of an urban area would be kind of cool to try out. And then we had great success there too. So then this 2 weeks ago, we started Groovy Grounds Bistro in La Crescent as well.
Awesome. Okay, and we've got some addresses up on there so people can find the one closest to them.
I have 2 questions. I want to know how you came up with the name, and of course, what did you bring for us today?
I love nostalgia and I guess bringing people back into a simpler time, and I thought that the Groovy name just started as just the vibe that I wanted to establish in Galesville, and we kind of just ran with it from there.
Yeah, and you can see it on some of your cups too. You've got the Groovy psychedelic coloring. Love to see that. And so yeah, tell us what you did bring for us today.
Yeah, so we have a lot of different offerings at all three of our shops. We have different offerings too. A staple of ours is sandwiches. So over by Art there, we have a panini on herb focaccia with fresh sliced turkey. We love to switch up our menu. menus too. So the next time you come in, we might have a different seasonal offering for sandwiches. And then we also have, in the middle here, we have a bubble waffle from Groovy Grounds Bistro. So we're trying to do a little bit more of a slow down and sit down type of menu, and people can share more like brunchy items there. So our bubble waffle features strawberries, bananas, and Nutella, but you can also get a savory waffle too. So with scrambled eggs, a little bit of bacon, and garlic aioli as well.
Okay, very
Yeah,
cool.
and then Groovy Sips is kind of more featured towards quicker grab and go type things. So we have our pretzel bites here with cheese. We also have one with cinnamon sugar and icing if you'd like that instead. We also do sandwiches there, but cold, so you can just grab a sandwich quick and get back onto your day. And then at all three of our shops, we feature gluten-free items as well. So you can get a gluten-free English muffin from Wilma's Cakes in Arcadia, and she does all of our baked goods too for gluten-free options. And you can get a gluten-free sandwich at any of our shops as well. So even though it started all in Galesville, we have brought those gluten-free items to all three shops.
Okay, great. And you use a lot of local bakeries, and you like to kind of lean into our local resources too.
Yeah, and that was really fun, like moving locations geographically. Like in Onalaska, we partner with Opus Bakehouse down the road, and at Linda's Bakery too, at both of our locations down there. And then in Galesville, of course, we have like Renaissance Bakery scones and Lily and Ivy cookies as well. So those are just it's for Galesville only, you know. And then in Onalaska, we had new vendors
You get
join.
something closer.
Yeah,
Okay,
and now
that's
we're
very
looking
cool.
for more in La Crescent. So.
Yeah, so you did just open up in La Crescent. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that was an adventure. We opened just 2 weeks ago, and we really want to focus on elevated food and also just, like I said, slowing down, enjoying your day. We have inside seating and outside seating, so people can come with their families and share a snack plate or share a waffle and just slow down for a minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds great. And then you brought a little matcha that you're gonna mix up for us to try as we head out.
Sure.
You mentioned you do have gluten-free and dietary stuff, and so how do people find you? Do they need to order in advance? What other things should we know before
No,
we
so
go?
you can just show up at any of our shops, but we also offer online ordering through all of our websites. So if you're in a rush or you want to plan something out of when you're coming, definitely place your order online or call us at any of our shops. And yeah, you can get any of these drink offerings at all of our different coffee shops. The Dirty Pop over by Art there is a Barbie Dirty Pop, and that is only offered at Groovy Sips.
Okay.
And then the teas and coffees and matcha, all that is encompassing of all three locations.
It's everywhere. Okay, and we know dirty sodas are all the rage. Art's going to try that one. You will mix up the matcha, and
Sure
we
thing.
will try
It's a big
that
one. Wow.
as we head out. That's it, big dirty soda, yeah. Have you ever had? You've probably never had a dirty soda, have you? It's good.
Yeah.
You're in on the trends now. Okay, and if you'll mix that up, we'll try
Sure
that. This is a
thing.
matcha. She's got beautiful matchas too, all mixed up for us. All
Yes.
right, looks beautiful. Well, thank you so much
Yes.
for being here with us. No problem.
Thanks so much.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Gail Kane. Coming right up on CBS Mornings, legendary punk rocker Billy Idol tells Anthony and Mason what being a rock star is really about ahead of a new documentary on his life. And you may know Freya Chan, who just became the first person in this country.
Whether you're looking for a lake home, a second home, or your first home, let Town & Country Housing introduce you to quality living in our factory-built homes. Town & Country Housing has homes that will meet your style and budget. Tour our model homes and see how spacious and grand living can be. Our homes are built with energy efficiency in mind. You pick your dream home, and we take care of the rest. Your dream home is waiting. Come personalize your amenities and start living your best life. Town & Country Housing, Chippewa Falls.
Shopping for your next car or truck? Get more with Maury's. At Maury's Auto Group, more isn't extra. It's just what we do. More transparency, more clarity, more trust, and more value with Maury's More Care program, which includes complimentary first year of maintenance on new vehicles and complimentary powertrain warranty on pre-owned vehicles. That's real peace of mind long after you drive off the lot. Find your more at Maury'sAuto.com. Get more with Maury's.
Did you know March is Theater in our Schools Month? Theater builds confidence, teamwork, and creativity.
I experienced it and I was like, this is way different than I thought it was gonna be. After that, I felt like theater was my passion.
It's such an amazing experience and you learn a lot from it.
If you or someone you know wants to get involved, our LCT Star Academy Summer Theater Program is the perfect opportunity. Sign-ups open March 23rd through April 13th. Visit lacrossetheater.org/summertheater.
so that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one woman, okay, 2 women are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes.
Like my mom and you, Chica.
Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS
About increased risk like heart attack or stroke.
Don't miss the signal. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
I just got my permit!
In the TV business, when referring to what's next, we call it a tease. And no one teases local sports better than Ken Kozorowski.
Coming up next in sports, get ready to grapple. The Bucks, Badgers, a battle on the hardwood. Live to fight another day. It's back. The News 8 play of the week. Conference clashes.
And no one covers sports better than Jacob Lenzendorf. The better sports option. News 8 Now Sports. Every weeknight at 6 and 10.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Music legend Bob Dylan is heading to La Crosse today for a concert. He's performing at the La Crosse Center as part of his Rough and Rowdy Ways tour. The singer will be taking the stage at 8 p.m. and will sing iconic songs like False Prophets, I Contain Multitudes, and Black Rider. Some tickets are still available, and those are on Ticketmaster right now, starting as low as $58. Reporting live in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. Some breaking news on the TSA funding battle. The Senate approving a measure to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security, giving it to the Democrats' key demand to keep ICE separate. That measure moving the nation one step closer to ending the partial government shutdown and paying TSA agents. President Trump extends his deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz to April 6th, delaying a threatened strike on its energy infrastructure. Trump says talks are going well, but Iran says there are no talks.
They are begging to work out a deal. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. I don't know if we're willing to do that.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in France today. Netflix is raising prices again. All 3 plans will go up Thursday for new members. The ad-supported plan hitting $8.99 a month, standard jumping to $19.99, and premium climbing to $26.99. Existing members will be notified in the coming weeks. Nearly 100 dogs are getting a second chance and a flight to find it. Wings of Rescue flying the pups from overcrowded Los Angeles shelters to the Chicago area, where they've been medically cleared and are ready for adoption. Hopefully they can all get adopted.
Can I get on that flight going the other way?
Yeah, you go on the return flight.
Exactly. Holding on to some snowfall moving into Eau Claire as we get through the mid-morning hours. We're also going to find ourselves holding on to temperatures in the 20s and the low 30s. Eventually for La Crosse, you'll hold on to some 20s, those low to middle 20s, getting into 32 as you get into the 10 o'clock hour. And that snowfall may brush us with a light flurry, but mostly it's going to be up along I-94. As far as kids going to school today, bundle them up. It's going to be about 25 degrees. Going home, though, it'll be 42 degrees out there for you. 21 for La Crosse, and then 37 degrees for the kids going home from school tomorrow. Everybody else holding on to how this all shapes up as you get into 30s and the 40s in the forecast today. And as we roll right into your weekend, man, it's looking good. A little bit on the chilly side to start, then we'll warm you up gradually. Holding on to near 70 degrees coming up on Monday as you roll into Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, a little bit of rainfall, maybe some snow on the way too.
Okay, some temperature swings still lie ahead. The roller coaster ride continues. All right, thank you, Art. Thank you for waking up with us. We will see you back here at noon.